Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin collectors, to US Mint X Coins, the channel where ordinary pocket change can turn into unbelievable hidden treasure, and today we are uncovering one of the most shocking modern coins still hiding across America, the 1996 United States Washington quarter. Most people never look twice at this coin. They spend it at gas stations, grocery stores, vending machines, and parking meters, without realizing that certain rare versions of the 1996 Washington quarter are worth far more than just 25 cents. Some collectors have paid hundreds and even thousands of dollars for rare, high-grade examples, special proof coins, and mint-era varieties connected to this seemingly ordinary quarter, and today you are going to discover exactly why. So before you spend another quarter, make sure you watch this entire video, because the next coin in your pocket could secretly be a hidden treasure. The 1996 Washington quarter was produced during an important time in American coin history, just a few years before the famous state quarters program completely changed coin collecting in the United States. At that time, most Americans ignored Washington quarters because the design had already been circulating for decades, and people thought these coins were too common to ever become valuable. But collectors today know the truth. Certain 1996 quarters have become highly desirable because of rare mint errors, stunning condition grades, silver-proof versions, and low population survivors. The front of the coin features President George Washington facing left with the word Liberty above his head, the date below, and "In God We Trust" beside the portrait. The reverse shows the classic American eagle design with spread wings perched on arrows and olive branches surrounded by United States of America and quarter dollar. This design became one of the most recognizable coins in American history, and many collectors now feel nostalgic about these pre-statehood quarters. Now let us talk about where these quarters were made, because mint locations matter a lot in coin collecting. The 1996 Washington quarter was struck at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark. Denver coins carry the D mint mark. San Francisco coins carry the S mint mark and were mostly proof coins made for collectors. Even though millions of these quarters were produced, finding one in perfect condition today is extremely difficult, because most entered circulation immediately and suffered years of wear, damage, and scratches. That is why collectors pay huge premiums for high-grade examples. Condition is one of the most important factors in coin collecting. A worn-out quarter might only be worth face value, but a flawless mint state example with strong luster, sharp details, and no visible damage can sell for serious money. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC examine coins carefully and assign grades based on preservation and appearance. Collectors especially hunt for coins graded Ms. 6.7, Ms. 6.8 or higher, because very few survive in those elite conditions. Some top-grade 1996 Washington quarters have shocked collectors at auctions by selling for prices nobody expected from a modern quarter. Now here comes one of the most exciting parts: mint errors. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during production, and these mistakes can make coins extremely valuable. One famous error is the double die variety, where letters or numbers appear doubled because the design was impressed more than once at slightly different angles. Collectors search carefully for doubling on Liberty, "In God We Trust," and the date. Another valuable mistake is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank is not properly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to be missing while blank metal remains visible. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin can become, especially if the date is still visible. Some collectors have also discovered clipped planchet errors on 1996 quarters, where part of the coin blank was cut incorrectly before striking, leaving unusual curved missing sections. These strange-looking coins attract huge attention because they look completely different from ordinary quarters. Then there are die cracks and cut errors caused by damaged mint dies creating raised lines, bumps or unusual shapes on the coin surface. Error collectors love these pieces because every mistake tells a unique story from inside the mint. Now let us discuss something many beginners do not know: silver-proof quarters. Most regular 1996 quarters were made from copper and nickel, but special silver-proof versions were struck at the San Francisco Mint for collectors. These silver quarters contain 90% silver and display beautiful mirror surfaces with frosted details. Collectors especially chase deep cameo-proof coins, where the design strongly contrasts against the reflective background. A flawless silver-proof quarter can be worth impressive money, especially when certified by professional grading companies. And believe it or not, some silver-proof quarters accidentally enter circulation, meaning hidden treasures can still appear in pocket change today. Imagine finding a silver-proof quarter worth hundreds of dollars mixed with ordinary coins. That possibility is exactly why collectors continue searching every day. Now, if you want to know whether your 1996 quarter could be valuable, there are several important things you should check immediately. First, look at the mint mark. No mint mark means Philadelphia, D means Denver, S means San Francisco. Proof issue. Next, inspect the condition carefully. Does the coin still shine? Are the details sharp? Is there visible wear on Washington's hair or the eagle feathers? Are there scratches, dents, or discoloration? Then search for unusual features like doubling, cracks, clipping, or off-center designs. Even tiny details can dramatically increase value. One important warning: never clean your coins. Many people think cleaning old coins makes them more valuable, but collectors strongly disagree. Cleaning often damages the surface and leaves tiny scratches that reduce collector value instantly. A naturally aged coin is usually worth far more than a polished one. So, if you think you found a rare 1996 quarter, keep it exactly as it is and store it safely. Now let us talk about auction prices, because this is where things become truly shocking. Over the years, rare high-grade 1996 Washington quarters have sold for hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars depending on rarity, condition, and certification. Collectors compete fiercely for the finest known examples, because only a small number survive in top grades. That means even though millions were made, very few remain nearly perfect today. And whenever demand rises while supply stays low, prices can increase dramatically. Some people spend years searching through bankrolls, coin jars, estate sales, and inherited collections, hoping to discover one valuable quarter. And sometimes ordinary Americans actually find them. Stories continue appearing of lucky collectors discovering rare quarters in pocket change, old piggy banks, flea markets, and even vending machine returns. That excitement keeps the coin collecting hobby alive, because treasure can still be hiding in everyday places. Now, another interesting part of the 1996 Washington quarter story is timing. This coin was released just before the state quarters program began in 1999. When the new state designs arrived, millions of Americans suddenly became interested in coin collecting again. But before that happened, many older Washington quarters were ignored, heavily circulated, or stored carelessly. Today, collectors are returning to these classic quarters and realizing that certain modern examples are much rarer than people once believed. That renewed attention has increased demand for high-grade 1996 quarters and rare era varieties. Some experts even believe modern quarters remain undervalued compared to how difficult the best examples are to find. Now let us imagine something incredible. Suppose tonight you open an old family coin jar and notice a bright, shiny 1996 quarter. At first it looks ordinary, but after closer inspection, you discover strong luster, sharp details, and unusual doubling on the lettering. You send the coin for grading and it comes back as a rare, mint state example worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It sounds unbelievable, but discoveries like this happen more often than most people think. That is why millions of collectors continue checking spare change every day. Because sometimes the smallest coins hide the biggest surprises. Another huge trend in the coin world today is roll hunting. Collectors buy rolls or boxes of quarters from banks and search through every coin looking for silver pieces, mint errors, and rare high-grade examples. Most coins are common, but occasionally someone finds a hidden gem that changes everything. The thrill of discovering valuable coins keeps collectors coming back again and again, and the 1996 Washington quarter remains one of the favorite targets because rare examples still appear in circulation. Now let us talk about proof coins in more detail. Proof quarters were not made for everyday spending. They were specially struck using polished dies and carefully prepared blanks to create beautiful mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details. Most proof quarters stayed protected inside collector sets, but over time some escaped into circulation. When collectors find a proof quarter in pocket change, it creates huge excitement, especially if the coin is silver or deep cameo. Someone 996 silver proof quarters in flawless condition have sold for astonishing prices, proving that even modern coins can become serious collector treasures. Now another important issue is counterfeit coins. As valuable quarters become more popular, some dishonest sellers attempt to fake rare mint marks or create false errors. That is why professional authentication is extremely important for expensive coins. Collectors should always research carefully and buy from trusted sources. Real coin collecting is based on history, rarity, condition, and verified demand, not fake internet stories or unrealistic claims. That is exactly why the 1996 Washington quarter remains so fascinating, because genuine rare examples truly exist and collectors continue competing for them. Now before we finish this video, let us quickly review the biggest signs your 1996 Washington quarter could be valuable. Strong mint luster, sharp details, very little rare mint errors, silver-proof composition, deep cameo surfaces, high certified grades, beautiful eye appeal. If your quarter shows several of these features, you may want to research it further because hidden value could be waiting. And remember, even one tiny detail can completely change a coin's worth. That is why collectors inspect every quarter carefully, because ordinary change can sometimes become extraordinary treasure. So tonight, before you spend your spare change, take a closer look at those quarters sitting around your house. Check your drawers, jars, wallets, old collections, and car cup holders, because one hidden 1996 Washington quarter could secretly be worth far more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to US Mint X Coins, smash the like button, and turn on notifications, because we uncover rare coins, hidden errors, and shocking values from across America every single week. And in the comments below, tell us, have you ever found an unusual quarter in your pocket change? Because your discovery might inspire the next treasure hunter watching this video right now.